Good morning. Today is July 28th. It's a Thursday, day 83. We are leaving Sisters and heading to McKenzie Bridge campsite, which is about 45 miles, I believe. We have to go up over the McKenzie Pass, which I believe is in the top 3 climbs of the whole trip. So it should be an interesting day. We're packing up. It's not even 6 o'clock yet, but we want to get an early start as it's supposed to be 100 degrees again today. It's very comfortable out right now, and we should be ready to go here in the next half hour or 40 minutes or so. So I am off. It's 58 degrees. It is 6:16 in the morning, and this is supposed to be a 15-mile climb from Sisters up to McKenzie Pass. So 15 miles, probably going to take me 2.5 to 3 hours of grinding it out. And that's what we're going to do. This is what I'm looking at so far. Mountains to the left, mountains straight ahead. Can't see anything to the right. Just trees. I believe the D right Observatory is right at the top of the climb, 15 miles up. I've got 1.3 miles in so far. Haven't started climbing, but I'm sure we will in just a few minutes. So it was pretty interesting last night trying to find dinner in Sisters. We went to at least 3 restaurants that were closed. Wednesday, of course. Went to another one, we walked in, they were open and serving, but they were sold out. They said essentially they had sold all of their food and they had nothing left to serve. The reason that was because it was so hot yesterday that several other restaurants shut down their grills and were not cooking. So everybody had very limited choices about where to go to eat. We finally found a restaurant that had also shut down its grills, but had a limited menu of salads and things like that. So we ended up eating there. Better than nothing, but it was a interesting situation with dinner last night in Sisters. We lost our shoulder about 100 yards back, and this is the first sign I see. Bicycles may use the full lane because there is no shoulder here. There was, but not now. I've been riding through this beautiful ponderosa pine forest for the last 3 or 4 miles. It's just gorgeous. These trees are so majestic and they're so tall. They look pretty resistant to fire. So I've been climbing well over 45 minutes. It's one of those 4 to 5 mile per hour climbs with sections that are pretty steep and other sections that are not so steep. It's a very narrow road with no shoulders. The good news is they don't allow any vehicles over 35 feet, and they have all sorts of protections to make sure no vehicles over 35 feet go on the road. They have lights and flashers and a measuring device and a turnaround spot. And I'm guessing if somebody did go through all this stuff, they'd be getting a pretty good ticket. That's good to know, that I won't be running into any trucks or campers or travel trailers with boats or anything like that, unless they're less than 35 feet. So I had 4 guys on road bikes all in a line fly by me. They definitely put me to shame. The last guy in the line, all he had to say was, yeah, it's a tough climb when you have 4 bags filled with rocks attached to your bike. I agreed. I come around a corner, climbing up this massive climb, and what do I see? Just a whole mountain of volcanic ash, a sea of lava. So on one side of the road I have the forest, which had caught fire some years back. On the other side, the lava flow. that cooled and stopped right there 10,000 years ago. And it's still sitting there. But through the years, a few trees have been able to grow on it. Don't know how. Getting to the top. Well, there's the summit. Willamette National Forest. Woohoo! 15.5 miles from the campsite. And it's 9 o'clock right now. So 3 hours. Summit, McKenzie Pass, elevation 5,325 feet. They have a nice little blacktop walkway up to the observatory. And I'm assuming we're gonna get a pretty good view from up there. There's Dave coming up to the summit. He'll be the third one here. Mark was first, then me. Here comes Dave. I started way before everybody else, so that gave me a head start. They're much faster riders. Yep, I sure will. Give me 1 second. I got a picture of Dave.
This is awesome up here.
Isn't it awesome? The lava field. There are lots of trails that we could take if we wanted to.
Hey, Dave. Take a picture of me.
So there's Mount Washington, 4.8 miles away at a height of 7,794 feet. If you buzz over here and do a little more telephoto, that little peak right there, that is Three Fingered Jack, 14 miles away. And if you go way over here, that big one with the snow on it, that's Mount Jefferson, 27 miles away at 10,497 feet. Checking out the McKenzie Pass Observatory was very neat. Now it's downhill. Like, wow, how sad. Still going down, but now we're in a nice deep green forest. Looks beautiful. Now we have this way up there. Look at those trees way up there. We're at the bottom or near it. Still going down though. And it's been, let's see, 16 is 32. It's been 18 miles down so far. All right, I think I'm down. That was about the best 14 miles I have ever ridden in my life. Holy cow. I had to use my brakes more than my pedals. And several times I thought, whoa boy, this is fast. And lots of turns. Not one car passed me going down the whole thing, because you're going pretty much the speed limit on your bike. It was a fun one. So we finished the hill, we made it to the McKenzie General Store. We're gonna actually pick up lunch here. They open at 12 for the grill. And we got here at 11:45, so it was perfect timing. And we have ordered up food and we'll see how it is. So we're just chilling until we get our food. We've made it to the McKenzie Bridge campground. And here it is. We have sites 11 and site 15. And there is no showers, which means we're going in the river, the McKenzie River. But the ranger at the ranger station said the McKenzie River right now is about 38 degrees. So this ought to be a challenge. Lord have mercy. Woo! Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, this is definitely brief. Another rafting group going down the river, having fun. And Mike's trying out the water right here now. I mentioned back in probably 3 or 4 days ago we had some special guests arriving today. Well, guess what? They are on their way. We have Kevin, who rode with us back the first 2 weeks of the trip, and Larry, my other brother-in-law. He's gonna come and he's gonna ride along with Kevin and us all the last 5 days of the trip. So that's fantastic. Also coming will be Peggy, Kevin's wife, and Molly, Larry's wife, and Margie, my wife. So we're gonna see all the gang. The girls are gonna go play for 5 days while the boys ride their bikes. So our load is here. We got Kevin unloading the truck with food. We got the bikes here. Peggy's here, Larry's here, Margie's here, Molly's here. Let the party begin. Let the party begin. Woohoo! Woohoo! So we got a fire going. We got everybody's getting there full of Domino's pizza and salad, and we are imbibing in a adult beverage. Did everybody have enough to eat?
Don't make me.
All right.